Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the Ohio Guys here. I'm Christian Ocampo and today I'm joined by Joanne Bonasso. How you doing, Joanne?
Hello fans! Woo! Good to be here.
Yeah, actually have you. Is this your first interview?
It is my first interview, and I'm so honored that the Ohio guys have asked me to be interviewed by them, and I'm just so grateful to be here and glad to have so many fans who enjoy watching everything I've done and all anime in general. So life's good to be here.
Yeah, thank you. The honor is ours.
Oh, that's very sweet. Thank you.
And so, how are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm feeling well and just happy to be here and happy to answer all your questions and any other questions the fans might want to know.
All right, cool. Well, why don't we get started?
Yes.
So our first question is, what's it like working in the industry today?
Working in anime is so much fun. I love doing voiceover work. It's exciting to work with the directors. I've been lucky to work with so many wonderful directors and sound engineers. I love doing voiceover work. It's so exciting and creative. It's fun to walk into the studio and to immediately be introduced to a new character and not really know much background behind that character, just to be thrust into it. So it's a way it's almost like ad-libbing, because you have to really think on your feet and go with your gut reaction in any given scene. And a lot of times for voiceover work, that is usually the proper way to go. You get your best reading by that first initial cold reading. So I think it's exciting. It's spontaneous. It's incredibly creative, and it's just fun. It's fun to go in and do cartoon voices. I think my parents are excited that I can finally find a way to make money using all my crazy voices. I know the industry it seems to be really spiking. There's a lot of fan base for anime, and people really enjoy it. And I think it's easier access to watch. People can, watch it online or streaming or through Netflix. And for a while the industry was kind of thinking, but about 5 or 6 years ago, but it seems to have a resurgence and there's demand for it. So I'm always excited to work and to do voiceover work whenever I can. So that's about it, really.
All right.
But it wasn't too long-winded.
All right. So this is an exciting one I want to ask you. What was it like working on Parasite the Maxim?
Loved it. It was so exciting. Kyle Jones directed it. He's amazing. He's so fun to work with. He's easygoing and he's just a really nice, great guy. And he makes every recording session just you feel at ease working with him. He really sets up the scene for you so you know what's happening and lets you to kind of dive in and just give that a first initial cold reading based on the scene, what you see, kind of your gut reaction, and then he'll go back and tweak, based on what he hears and how he wants to work it. And Ricardo, the sound engineer I worked with, is just phenomenal. He is just a master and can tweak any line and any of the lip flaps that aren't matching exactly. He's just is a master. I don't even know what exactly he does, but he's great at it. I was so excited to get that role. When I auditioned for it, I was just really hoping to get it. It was such a neat story. I love Ryoko Tamiya. She's even though she's one of the alien creatures, one of the worms that's inhabiting the human hosts, she's different than the others. She's highly intelligent. She's got a scientific mind. She wants to know more. She's curious about the human race. So it was interesting finding that right tone for her, because I didn't want to make her too robotic and mechanical. There was a smoothness and a coldness about her, and this kind of steel quality that needed to be in play, because she initially has no emotion. She's void of human emotion. She's devouring the human race, but she evolves into this character that starts to understand what it is like to love. And so it was neat discovering that character arc with her and letting my voice kind of go there. So it was fun. I loved the fight scenes. I always love doing the Foleys, the battle scenes, and any chance I can have to, have some, show maniacal laughter in that scene where she's first discovering that what it feels like to laugh, and then it goes from this curious, I know what it's like to laugh, and I'm experiencing this for the first time, and then it kind of just explodes into this maniacal, like, laughter, this evil laugh. It's always fun being able to do that. So it was just an exciting show and good people to work with, and it was a great experience.
It was a good show, especially on Toonami.
Yes, we were thrilled that it got picked up by Toonami. That was very exciting. Sentai Films, the whole studio was just, having a whole party about it. So our fellow actors were really thrilled, and it was exciting I couldn't show my kids are young. I couldn't show them all the parts of it because it's rather violent and gory, but it was exciting to see Mom on the big screen. It was just a fun show to do.
That's right. So, what's your favorite anime you have worked on?
Oh gosh, I've done so many great shows. I think probably the most interesting character I've done is Ryoko. I loved playing Ruby, the magical wand. There have been so many great characters. I wouldn't say that I've never walked away from a session and felt, oh, glad that's over. It's really fun and creative and new and fresh, and so I wouldn't say particularly there's one character that I've loved more than others. I've really just enjoyed all the shows I've been really fortunate to work on, and yeah, sorry fans, I can't pick one. I guess Ryoko, because it's the most recent, and it was on Toonami, so it's a win-win there.
Yeah. Understandable. All right. So another show that just came out last year. What was it like working on Chaika, the Coffin Princess?
Yes, love that show. I get to work with Chris Ayers. He's another phenomenal director. He's just a brainiac. He knows anime inward and outward, and he does a great job, setting up the scene for you, and he knows all the characters, and so it's just great to work with someone like Chris, and plus he's just super fun to work with. I loved my character. She's such a badass. She's yielding that gigantic axe, that she carries around. She's a warrior, an amazing body, as most of the anime girls have, but she was also really quirky and not the brightest, sharpest tool in the shed, but had a smoothness to her. But she also was really odd because she's in love with her brother, not by blood, of course. But it was a fun, interesting show. I liked that she was a warrior, and I liked the whole premise of the show. They're searching for the body parts. I'm forgetting the father's name now. I'm sorry, I can't remember all the characters, but it was just a great show. It's I liked playing that character a lot.
All right. Now it's time for a final question that
yes.
you always ask. If you can be any of the characters you have played in real life, who will you be? And you can mix and match.
Oh yeah. I think I would want the power and intelligence of Ryoko. Tamiya with maybe the personality of Ruby, the talking wand, because she's really funny and whimsical. I don't think I would want Ryoko's evil, cold nature. And probably the body of Makari, because she's got a badass body. And I guess if I could put all those three together, that would work for me. No one's going to mess with me in traffic if I can transform into an alien head and scare everyone.
No, that's a good combination.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now since you mentioned Ruby, what was that working on Fate Kavade, Linear Prasima Ildia?
Yeah, that's a mouthful there, number one.
I know.
Anytime I had to say Ilya. Working on that show is every voiceover actor's dream, because there are no flaps to match. There are no lips to match. She's a talking wand. So that was really easy and fun, just to have the freedom of adding a little ooh here or a little oh there or something was really exciting. And she's just any time, especially since I normally play lower toned characters or fighters or tough women, it's fun to play her because I really got to explore the upper and lower registers of my voice, because she's so flighty and then so motherly and nurturing that it's just a really fun, silly show. There are a lot of quirky things that happen in that show with the magical girls that it was just, I know I keep saying that over and over again, it was fun, but all of these shows are just, it's really fun. I mean, it's a great job to go into a studio and do some really fun, crazy, silly voices, and just, you're laughing the whole time. Most of the time after takes, you're just laughing with the director and the sound engineer because it's really enjoyable.
Love that series. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I just finished watching it.
There are some, I think you have a nosebleed. There's some quirky stuff going on in there. Sometimes I'm going, what is this rated? What's happening here? Anyway.
Yeah. All right. So here's another question back from the old days of ADV films.
Yes.
It's kind of my personal favorite. What was that working on Kanan?
Yes, that's a great show. It is a long time ago, so I'm madly trying to put that together in my brain. Of course, I played Akiko, the mom, in that show, and I always love it when I get to play a mom. It's near and dear to my heart because I am a mother, and she's serving up her special jam in the midst of all the other supernatural forces that are going on. It was an interesting show, and I forget now who directed that. I'm sorry. I think it was Kyle Jones who directed that. So always love working with Kyle, and glad it's one of your personal favorites too. It was fun working on that one.
Yeah, I loved it.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Bittersweet.
Huh?
It was bittersweet.
Yeah, it is bittersweet. Yeah, she almost died at the end. She's going to get the strawberry cake, and she magically recovers from that.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah. So, whew, that strawberry cake, you'll do anything for your kids.
All right. So, is there anything else coming out that you can talk about, or anything you just want to plug in at this time?
I have a couple of projects coming out. I love, and I feel embarrassed. I'm sorry, fans. I can't remember the exact names of them. Just Google Joanne Bonasso and see what comes up. I typically, a lot in the studio, will come in and get to work on a lot of different voice parts, get to come in and fill in on, the grandmother or the mother, or different crowd scenes, or even young kids, or any kind of little fillers for particular roles. And I recently did one with Kyle, or not recently, it was a couple of months ago, and I apologize, I cannot remember the name of it. I feel terrible. Where I play a schoolgirl, and she's got kind of a raspy Miley Cyrus voice. She's a real jerk. She is on the basketball team and is kicking the butts of all the boys, but she's in love with this one guy from school. So I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it.
I think it's Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun.
Yes, Nozaki-kun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And so, again, I loved playing her because she has that really raspy kind of Miley Cyrus voice, but she's, again, maniacal laughter, screaming. She's a real jerk. So it was really fun to play such a sassy character like that. So I hope you enjoy it. I haven't seen the finished product yet, so I'm curious to see it when it comes out.
It's really out. I haven't bought my box set yet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it now. I'm not the best about watching things I've been in. It's hard to watch yourself. You hear yourself, I suppose, because you always think, I could have done that line differently, or I guess you're your own worst critic. But it's a combination of cool and cringe and joy all mixed together.
Okay, so come to our last question, and we ask this to all the voice actors.
Yes.
Any Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media for the fans to contact you?
I'm on Facebook, and I apologize, fans, I'm not on Twitter. I've had several requests, so I promise I'll set that up and be a Twitter member, follower. I have a busy life, but I'm so grateful for the fans who enjoy the anime shows I've been in, or just anime in general. So again, I'm on Facebook, and I will be soon setting up a Twitter account, and I'll be tweeting like crazy. Hopefully.
All right. Well, we want to thank you, for giving us your time for the interview. And we also want to thank our fans, for tuning in for another episode of the Ohio Guys. So right, people, I'm Christian Ocampo.
And I'm Joanne Bonasso.
And we all see you next time. Bye-bye.